All right, folks, buckle up because the NHL offseason just got a little bit spicier. We've got a major trade to break down between the Buffalo Sabres and the Utah Mammoth. Yeah, Utah. It still feels weird to say, but get used to it because they've just made a move that screams, we're here to play. JJ PETERKA is heading west to Utah. In return, Buffalo gets two young pieces in Josh Doan and defenseman Michael Kesselring. Oh, and Utah didn't waste any time locking up PETERKA with a 5-year, $38.5 million extension. Yeah, this one's got layers, so let's peel it all back. First off, let's talk about the player at the center of all this, JJ PETERKA. If you're a Sabres fan, you already know this kid can play. At just 23 years old, he put up 27 goals and 68 points in 77 games last season. He's fast, slippery, and deadly off the rush, and honestly one of Buffalo's most exciting offensive weapons. And now, he's gone. But this wasn't just about production. This was business. Behind the scenes, word is PETERKA and the Sabres weren't exactly seeing eye to eye on his next contract. He wanted to get paid. Fair enough, after back-to-back strong seasons, but Buffalo clearly wasn't willing to hand him the bag. But Utah, they had no problem dropping $7.7 million per year to lock him down long-term. Honestly, can you blame them? Utah's trying to make a splash. Brand new market, brand new identity, and they need players who can sell tickets and win hockey games. PETERKA checks both boxes. He's young, he's marketable, electrifying, and already producing at a high level. This is a statement move from the Mammoth. But let's flip the coin because this deal isn't just Utah flexing. Buffalo's side of this deal is super interesting as well. Coming back to the Sabres is Josh Doan and Michael Kesselring. Let's start with Doan. And yeah, if the last name sounds familiar, it should. That's Shane Doan's kid. Hockey bloodlines run deep, and Josh is starting to carve out his own path. Last season, his first real taste of the NHL, he had 7 goals and 19 points in 51 games. It's not earth-shattering numbers, but the potential, it's definitely there. He's gritty, he's smart, and he plays with some bite, and he's still just 22 years old. Plus, let's be real. The Sabres love their young core. They're trying to build a sustainable, competitive group that can grow together. And Doan fits that mold to a T. And then there's Kesselring. Towering defenseman, 6'5", right shot, 29 points last season, and quietly becoming one of those under-the-radar guys who can eat minutes and chip in offensively. Buffalo's been hurting for more size and physicality on the blue line, and Kesselring brings exactly that. Add it all up, and Buffalo gets younger, cheaper, and arguably more balanced. They move out PETERKA's offense, sure, but they get forward depth, defensive help, and they avoid a potentially massive cap hit with the PETERKA extension. Look, I know some Sabres fans are already freaking out. Why trade a 27-goal scorer? Why mess with the core? And I get it. But let's not forget, there were signs this was coming. The PETERKA contract talks stalled for weeks. Rumors he wanted out. They were circling. The writing was on the wall. Buffalo chose to rip off the Band-Aid now rather than drag this drama into training camp. For Utah, though, this is a dream scenario. You walk into your first real NHL summer with a fresh logo, new jerseys, and now you add a legit top 6 winger locked up for 5 years. They paid a price. Doan's a promising piece. Kesselring fills a hole in the back end, but that's what you do when you want to make some noise. They aren't here to just sit at the bottom of the standings for the next 5 years. They want relevance now. PETERKA gives them that. Now, big picture, what does this trade actually say about where these teams are headed? Buffalo, they're still playing the long game, stockpiling young talent, staying cap flexible, and keeping their future wide open. You can agree or disagree with the PETERKA decision, but this is the path they've committed to. They want to win, but they want to do it with the right pieces at the right price. Utah, on the other hand, completely different approach. They're done waiting. This is win now mentality. They want butts in seats. They want a product on the ice that's fun to watch and competitive. And PETERKA at $7.7 million is worth that gamble if he keeps trending the way he's been. Now, could this backfire for Utah? If PETERKA struggles, if injuries hit, if Doan or Kesselring blossom into stars, the narrative flips. But right now, on paper, Utah gets a dynamic player to help anchor their new era. While Buffalo, they bet on depth, youth, and cap space, and sometimes that quiet patience might pay off. Look, the bottom line is this deal is fascinating for both teams. It's bold, and it's calculated, and it's got everyone talking for sure, which is exactly what you want during the offseason. But hey, that's just my take. I want to hear from you guys. Who wins this trade? Are you Team Utah swinging for the fences with PETERKA? Are you Team Buffalo stacking young talent and thinking big picture? drop your thoughts in the comments below. You smash that like button if you're loving the offseason chaos. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got full trade breakdowns, draft coverage, and free agency news coming all summer long. In the meantime, don't forget to keep it high, keep it wide, and we'll see you next time on HW Hockey.